You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome to the Cabral Concept. I'm Stephen Cabral, and it's a Training Thursday. So we're going to take a break from our workout sessions, and I'm in the back nutrition office in the Cabral Wellness Institute in Boston. What we're going to do is actually show you, so someone's sitting at a desk all day. One of the common questions we get is, what happens when you have all this stress up in your neck and your trapezius muscles, which are those muscles right on top of your shoulders? All those muscles tend to get really tense. Sometimes it's because your head's looking forward like this at a computer, and what's happening is when your head is extended, that's called cervical flexion, and that means that it's kind of like holding a hammer or really heavy weight with your arm extended. When that happens, your arm will eventually get tired, and all the muscles in the upper shoulder will actually try to take the weight to pull back. Same thing happens if your head is kind of stuck forward the whole time staring at a screen. You have to start pulling that back with your chin pulled back into your chest, and the reason is this: if you're sticking that head out, all these muscles in your neck and trapezius muscles, or just traps we're going to call them, end up taking the brunt of that work, and they get really knotted and really tight because, again, they're trying to hold that weight, the 8-pound weight, which is your head, which is stuck out in front of you. So my first recommendation is just make sure that when you're trying to have good posture, that when you're at your desk, you're looking for your hips right here, your shoulders and your ear to all be in alignment. So if you're stuck forward with your head in front of your shoulders, this is called cervical flexion, which people working over the keyboard, all these muscles are going to get really tight in the neck. And that's going to cause a lot of that pain and a lot of that stress. So you also don't want really rounded shoulders. Now that's really hard when you're working over keyboard, but every once in a while, take a break, pull your shoulders back, pull your head back, not like this, but just in normal alignment, and just start typing right here at the keyboard. You'll get used to it. Those muscles will get stronger. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show you a few stretches right now. So one of those stretches to loosen up those tight traps and tight levator muscles on the side of the neck, or scalenes, all those muscles. Basically, the neck is made up of all these nice delicate muscles, and they really can loosen and relax, and you don't need a lot of deep pressure. So I actually want you to be really gentle when you are stretching out your neck. So if you're watching this on video, great, you're going to get to see the stretches right now, and if you're listening to it just with audio, I'm going to walk you through them step by step, and of course you can watch them on video as well on the website. So what I'm going to have you do is just grab the side of your chair, your seat, okay, with your left hand, and then what I'm going to have you do is take your right ear and just very slowly, in alignment, lean towards your right shoulder. And by doing this, I'm going to stretch all the muscles along the left side of my neck, very, very slowly. And I'm going to hold this stretch for about 30 to 60 seconds, just very slowly. If I want more stretch and my head won't go anymore, I pull down with my left shoulder. So my left shoulder is pulling down and my head's moving towards the right side. Really, really nice stretch. After 30 to 60 seconds, I'm going to now take my chin, and instead of having it nice and pulled towards my collarbone, I'm going to look down with it, pull it all the way down to my collarbone on the right side, and I'm going to look towards my right knee. This is going to stretch more of the back of the neck now. So I'm still just working the left side, and whenever you're working on stretching the left side of your neck, you want your head to be tilted towards your right, because that means it's going to tighten the muscles on the right side temporarily, and it's going to loosen and elongate all the muscles on the left side. After you've done that, you can now switch. You're going to put your right hand underneath the seat as well, and lean towards your left side for, again, about 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Now your right shoulder is pushing down towards the floor, and your left ear is moving towards your left shoulder. Okay? You're going to hold that for 30 to 60 seconds, and then you're going to look down with your chin towards your left knee, but still with your ear tilted towards your left shoulder. So what I'm doing is I'm gently stretching out all the muscles of my neck, and I can actually feel that's a lot looser right now. Part of my day is, working with clients, standing on my feet, and part of my day is also sitting down and at a computer as well. So I can experience both of those things, and I definitely understand that. One of the other nice stretches you can do is to help open up your forearms, so the inside of your forearms, which is called the flexor muscles, and the outside, which are called the extensors, that's on the top of the arm. Some people have a tendency to get something like carpal tunnel or some type of tightness here. We're gonna start with this full stretch. So you're gonna interlock your fingers, and then you're gonna stretch away from you. Now in yoga, this would be considered like the cat pose or the cat stretch right here, where you're pulling your shoulder blades away from each other, okay? You're stretching your back muscles. You can hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. And the second one is you're gonna retract your shoulder blades, so you're gonna pull back, and you can just extend these extensor muscles. You can keep your fingers interlocked, or what's even a little bit easier is just a little light pressure on one side for 30 to 60 seconds. You'll actually feel all these muscles start to elongate. And then you press on your left side for 30 to 60 seconds with your left hand being pushed back towards your body with your arms perfectly straight. This stretches the muscles on the top. Be very gentle with that stretch as well. This one you can kind of get a little bit more aggressive with, because it's easier. These muscles are larger for the flexors, and these extensors on the top are much, much gentler. So you have to be a little more careful with those as well. The last stretch I'd like to give you today is called a doorway stretch. So what you're gonna do there is, I'm just gonna demonstrate from the seated position, but you're gonna put both of your arms above your shoulders up on a doorway. So your forearms and elbow are gonna actually touch the frames of the doorway, and you're simply gonna step through. But your elbows should always be a little above shoulder height. Now let's say you can't do that because you're really tight through the shoulders. Just do one arm at a time. Elbow above the shoulder joint, step through with the opposite leg, and just feel all the muscles from your anterior deltoid right in front of your shoulder all the way through these pectoral muscles. Now remember, your pectorals stretch, or they're attached at a little bit of a diagonal. So by keeping that elbow above your shoulder, you're just gonna get a much better stretch. Doing this stretch for 30 to 60 seconds is just gonna help open up the whole clavicle or chest region, and it's gonna really it's gonna help you breathe better. It's gonna improve your posture. One of my absolute favorite stretches. I do it every single day, whether I've been standing for a while or seated for a while, and it really helps with my posture. It helps pull my shoulder blades back. So those were a few great stretches today to loosen up the whole neck area and chest and shoulder area, so that you can not only have less stress and tension in your neck during work, but you can also improve your posture at the same time, even while seated at work. Because again, you can just do those once an hour, and you're gonna be so much better off at the end of the day. I hope these tips help you. I'll be back real soon with another Training Thursday.
Are you ready to heal yourself and then go on to heal others? If so, the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute can help you discover proven functional medicine protocols that blend the best of 7 different healing disciplines from around the world. I personally share with you the exact handouts and protocols I use in my private practice that enable people to get well, lose the weight, and live longer, stronger. I want to pass this information on to the next generation of health coaches, and that is exactly why I created IHP. We are the future of the health coaching industry, and the skills and knowledge you will learn will make you an in-demand certified health coach anywhere in the world. Although we have many medical professionals taking the IHP certifications, no experience is necessary, and half our members have no previous health certifications. At the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute, our motto is a health coach in every home. Our goal is that you take this knowledge and then share it with family, friends, loved ones, your community, or in a practice where you create a career you love and can be proud of. The global IHP community is filled with some of the most kind and caring people in the world, and we can't wait to welcome you into our world soon. For more information or to set up a discovery call with one of our IHP Health Coach graduates, simply head over to integrativehealthpractitioner.org.